What's up guys, I have a really quick and simple F2L trick to show you today. It was actually initially showed to me about 2 years ago by Tymon at UK Championships. And I like to think I know a lot about F2L, but this I had not seen before, even though it is pretty self-explanatory and makes a lot of sense. And it's when you're dealing with a solved edge and then a corner that can be in either the U layer or the D layer that's twisted. And there are actually quite a lot of cases that this works for, but the way I was initially shown was when it's like this, when you have a twisted corner down in the D layer. And it's not the FR slot, because the FR slot, right, is very easy to deal with. You just do, 2-gen stuff, and it's always going to be fine. But when it's at the back here, I mean, you can still do 2-gen stuff. You can do, UL, but it's not as, easy to do or ergonomic. And even, when it's on the left, doing UL there isn't as great. I think UB is the only exception where it might be worth it to just, go for something that you'd normally do. Anyway. When it's back here, what you can do is just treat this like a pseudo slot. So you just do a D2 in this particular case, and then you're just setting up this, where you just solve it as usual. For like a corner that needs to twist clockwise, for example, I'll do R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime. Then you just undo the setup move. And that's it. So it's a super simple trick, but it's actually really useful, and it can actually be done with a lot of cases. So for example, now it's on the left here, I just do a D, and then solve the case as usual. And then a D prime. But also, let's say you had something like this. So this that needs to be put back here. You can just do L U L prime and then insert. That's fine, and it can be done pretty fast. But I've just found myself now doing a D2 and then just treating it as if it were this pair. You see? So I just do a D2 and then I just solve it like that. R, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime, and then just a D2. And I've noticed that it's pretty fast. This can also be even done with something maybe like this. So when you have this case here, doing R prime, U, R, U2 and inserting is pretty fine. But you can also, if you want, do a U and a D prime here, and insert and a D. Especially if you maybe have like triple sexy from the back as well. You can just do it like that. But yeah, I'd urge you to just play around with this trick and see what else you can come up with. But yeah, it's pretty cool.